There was never a genocide. We took every possible step to avoid the casualties on the civilian population of Gaza, but this was a very, very complicated war. It was
Are
a
you
war.
serious?
Yes, I'm very serious.
You took every step possible?
We notify a specific area in the Gaza Strip and we ask people to leave the area.
But let's look at the numbers. It's either 70,000 people dead, or today a report from the German Max Planck Institute that says maybe 100,000 dead. And according to IDF sources, 9,000 of them were combatants. So that means that 90% plus could be civilians.
There was different number flying around. I don't know what they're based on. In
What's
many
your
cases,
number?
they're based on Palestinian or Hamas, actually, authority, as they call it, or Hamas health ministry, which is very strange. It's a terror organization. And all of a sudden, you count on them to provide you with information. We want to see Gaza being rebuilt.
It doesn't really look like when you see the pictures from Gaza. These recent drone shots made by Reuters, when you see the total destruction, you've probably seen these images as well.
We've all seen these images, yes.
What do you think when you see them? As a human being?
As a human being, I have a lot of empathy to the suffering of people in Gaza. I gotta tell. We can imagine this. All of us have faced sirens and attack and missiles. We were better prepared and better, guarded. But the fact of the matter, it's a scary thing to live through, and it's part of our trauma too. We know what it's about. I
understand that. What I don't understand is then your stance on the West Bank. Why is the occupation still going on? Human Rights Watch has released a report just a few days ago, if you read it. It's about displacement of Palestinians. It's about, the stories, olive groves being destroyed. Why is this still happening, and how can you aim for peace when peace for people living on the West Bank is not into reach?
No, first of all, I'll be very clear that there are some acts being done in the West Bank by groups of, I don't know how to call them exactly, Jewish hooligans, settlers that attack and do horrible things. They are unacceptable. It's illegal. They'll be brought to justice because this is something which does not coincide with the policy of the government.
It happens under the eyes and sometimes under the protection of the IDF.
But you heard the statement of Prime Minister Netanyahu, and there is a policy that is changing there. And we are clear that we have to take care of this as effectively as possible, because this is not part of the policy.